So I decided to take advantage of one very useful resource. Having a cousin who's still in the family group chat. LOL. Turns out Stacy had been planning my Christmas exclusion for weeks. She told our parents that her boyfriend Craig, yes, his name is Craig, came from a very prestigious family, and she was worried about making a good impression. Apparently, having a plumber for a brother might harm her professional prospects, or some elitist bullsh like that. And the real kicker? My cousin Sarah, bless her messy, drama-loving heart, forwarded me screenshots of the group chat. And let me tell you, when I say my jaw hit the damn floor, Stacy had actually written, and I am quoting this directly, "I just don't want Craig to think our family isn't, educated. It could affect how his family sees me, and they have so many connections in the legal world." Educated. I wanted so badly to respond with, "Oh, you mean the education you're only getting because your uneducated plumber brother pays $43,000 a year for it?" But I held back, because at that moment, I realized something. This wasn't just about Christmas. This was about years of my family, especially Stacy, treating me like a filthy little secret. They were happy to accept my dirty plumber money, but God forbid they acknowledge how I earned it. Here's a fascinating truth about plumbing that most people don't know. We actually have to study extensively. Years of apprenticeships, license exams, ongoing education to keep up with new regulations and technology. I probably spent more time studying water systems and construction codes than Stacy did cramming for tort law. But because I work with my hands, they treat me like I'm some idiot who couldn't hack it in the real professional world. The reality? I chose plumbing because I'm damn good at it. I started working as an apprentice right out of high school, learned everything I could, got my licenses, and eventually started my own company. Right now, I have 3 trucks on the road, 2 full-time employees, and more work than I can handle. But to my family, I'm still just the embarrassing brother who fixes toilets. So there I was, stewing over all the times I'd stayed late at work, took on extra jobs, delayed buying things for myself, and even held off on contributing more to my own retirement account, all to fund Stacy's tuition, because family came first. And meanwhile, she was out here actively hiding my existence from her boyfriend and his family. But here's the real kicker. Craig's family didn't even care. His uncle, a successful contractor, the guy built their family home. Turns out Stacy was the only one looking down on me because that's how she sees me. And the final gut punch, I found out through Sarah that my parents had removed me from the family group chat weeks ago so they wouldn't have to deal with any awkwardness over Christmas plans. Yeah. They excommunicated me. And there she was, bragging about hosting Craig for Christmas dinner. His family has ties to all the major law firms in the city. This could be my big opportunity to get a summer position through his contacts. And not one person, not my parents, not my other relatives, thought to say, hey, maybe we shouldn't exclude the guy who's literally funding Stacy's future. Nope. They were just thrilled that she was schmoozing her way into a prestigious internship through Craig's family. And that was the moment I knew exactly what I needed to do. If they wanted to pretend they didn't have a plumber in the family, I'd help them make that lie a reality. Starting with Stacy's tuition payments. Now, I didn't want to explode on them. No angry text, no dramatic confrontation, no. I wanted to do this in a way they couldn't twist. Because if there's one thing my family loves, it's making me out to be the bad guy. So, I waited. See, Stacy's next tuition payment was coming up in 2 weeks. And normally, she'd start dropping hints. Little things like, ugh, the school's been sending me so many reminder emails about the payment deadline. It's so stressful. But this time, radio silence. She must have assumed the payment would just magically appear, like it always did. Even after they'd banned me from Christmas. And that's when I logged into her tuition portal, $21,500. $21,500. That's how much I'd been dropping per semester for someone who was actively erasing me from her life. So I made a decision. And let me tell you, karma was about to collect its debt.